So what's the first thing that comes to mind when I tell you that spring is around the corner? Is it the grass, the beautiful birch trees, the flowers? Or is it more like the grass, the birch trees, the horrors of spring? So how you approach spring really depends on if you're allergic or not. Allergic rhinitis, or hay fever, is an inflammatory disease that is caused by otherwise harmless allergens. That also includes ragweed, cat dander, and house dust mites. So why is this so important? Well, from an economic standpoint, the Canadian economy loses about $1 billion a year. That's a billion with a B, and that's a lot of money spent on medicine and time left off work. And personally, as an allergic person, it almost makes me wish that winter would stay on for a little bit longer. But of course, I'm just kidding. So by studying how allergens affect our immunity, we can help develop new medicine that can stop or prevent allergies altogether. Here at KGH, we've recruited allergic and non-allergic participants that each receive carefully dosed allergen concentrations sprayed directly into their noses. Participants then record their symptoms at set intervals over a period of 12 hours, and biological samples are collected that help us understand the process of allergic rhinitis. Inflammatory proteins, or cytokines, that are released locally have helped us understand the difference between people who experience an early rise in their symptoms versus people who experience both an early and a late rise in their symptoms. And then DNA collected from nasal epithelial cells can code for particular genes, and depending on how much they're accessed or read, we can differentiate between allergic and non-allergic people. This library of genes can then code for cytokines, which can either act directly on the nose, the nasal mucosa, causing the inflammation, or can recruit other cells into the nasal tissue, causing that inflammation. Several new novel immunotherapies, or allergen vaccines, can target these genes and block them from being read and from being expressed into cytokines that cause these allergies. So my thesis has focused on optimizing the clinical trials protocol for qualifying participants and evaluating them based on their symptoms, their cytokines, and then gene expression. So by sneezing for science, our participants have helped us understand how allergies develop and evaluate new medicines. So I hope you have a better outlook for spring and enjoy the great outdoors. Thank you very much.